Okay, now, you made it. You've made it to Friday, but not just any Friday, my friend. You've made it to Finish Strong Friday here on The Sweet Spot. Thank you for joining me here on The Sweet Spot. I'm Dr. Derek Sweet. I'm your board certified psychiatrist who specializes in high performance, but more than that, I'm someone who's obsessed with unlocking the invisible truths that elevate our lives. So here's the thing. Finish Strong Friday is about closing out whatever we've been working on all week. And all week long, we've been working on hidden revelations. It's been a series we've been doing about the importance of drawing hidden connections and using the revelations from these connections to help us achieve our greatest possible response to anything life throws at us. So today, Finish Strong Friday, we're closing out the Hidden Revelation series with something powerful. Because the truth is, finishing strong isn't just a decision. It too is a revelation. There's something unseen beneath why we fade or why we keep going. And today, my friend, we're going to uncover that. Why does this matter? What is the hidden advantage? What is the hidden revelation involved in finishing strong? So let's start here. Why should we care about finishing strong? You know why? Because the finish line is often where the biggest transformation in our lives usually happens. Here's the hidden revelation. Most people start with adrenaline. Oh, they get hyped. But you know, it takes more than that to finish. Only the ones who are aligned with their values, only the ones who are aligned and have a deeper why are the ones who truly finish. And by alignment, I mean alignment with values, your assignment, alignment with your purpose, not just the schedule, not just the goal or the deadline. You see, it's about finishing in a way that reflects who you truly are and what really matters to you, not just crossing something off your list. Finishing strong, my friend, isn't just about your willpower, and I know you have willpower. It's about uncovering the deeper why that pushes you past what's comfortable. And when you finish strong, even if it's messy, even if it's painful, what happens is that you create momentum that carries over into every other corner of your life. You know what I'm talking about because you've done it. You've had to push past things in the past. You've had to go past your comfort zone. You've been through some painful things, some messy things. And I'm telling you that that momentum that you've had, that ability you have to finish, that's a win. That's a win. Your ability to keep grinding, to keep pushing, to not give up, not back down. That's what finishing strong is about. Kobe Bryant said it this way: rest at the end, not in the middle. Now, let's pause and reflect on what the Mamba himself was saying. Rest at the end, not in the middle. Sounds kind of harsh at first, right? Especially if you're exhausted. I mean, if you're exhausted, you need to rest. But Kobe wasn't saying never rest. The hidden revelation here is this: you've got to finish what matters and then recover like a champion. The real rest, the one that restores your soul, only comes when you know you gave it your all. Finishing strong turns rest into reward, not regret. If you're depleted, yes, of course you honor your body. If you're exhausted, absolutely you rest. But when you're in the final stretch of something meaningful, Don't confuse temporary discomfort with a need to quit. That's what he's talking about. The finish is the reward zone. Don't let the discomfort, don't let that pain. In a marathon, there's that 18th mile where lots of runners just quit because that's when the discomfort sets in. You have to be someone that can overcome that discomfort and get to the finish line. And your brain is designed to help you. We always look at neuroscience here on the Sweet Spot. I'm going to dive in real quick. So what's happening inside your brain when you push and you push through to get to this finish strong kind of mentality? There's some hidden connections there you probably didn't know. Did you know that you have a basal ganglia, a set of brain neurons that helps you build habits, great finishing habits when you push through? When you train your brain to push through, the basal ganglia, this group of cells in your brain, they actually help you develop finishing as a habit. You've heard of the cerebellum. That's involved in movement. The cerebellum helps fine-tune your moves under fatigue. It's what keeps your form sharp when the tank is low. Lots of athletes and performers, when they're in the fourth quarter or the final seconds of a performance or a game, their cerebellum is so well developed and fine-tuned, it helps them. It remembers what to do. Another structure is the anterior insula. It helps you notice pain. It helps you notice fatigue. But it also gives you the will to override it when you have a purpose. That's why you've got to know your why. And your anterior insula, this brain region, will help you. And the last brain region I want to mention is the nucleus accumbens. The nucleus accumbens. That's your internal reward center. It lights up big time when you finish, not when you start. It loves to finish. So your basal ganglia, your cerebellum, your anterior insula, and your nucleus accumbens, they're all there to help you. Here's the hidden revelation. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage your finish. It's trying to protect you. That's why it lets you know all the signals of like you're getting exhausted. This is really getting hard. There's a lot of pain. It's not trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you. But finishing strong, my friend, means leading your brain, not just listening to it. You've got to have the will and the skill. But as Muhammad Ali said, the will has to be greater than the skill. That's what makes a champion. Understanding this lets you override false stop signs and false stop signals from your brain. Understanding this lets you override false stop signs. Those moments when your brain is saying, quit. When what it really means is that this matters, but I want you to be okay. Your PFC, your prefrontal cortex, has to override things. This is why finishing strong isn't just physical, it's neural leadership. That's the revelation, that you are in charge. So, we always swing around to some ancient wisdom just to see what will it tell us. So we understand what the brain is doing and what it wants to do and how it's trying to protect us. What does the scripture say? What does the ancient wisdom say? Here in 2 Timothy, we have this phrase from Paul. I've fought the good fight. I have finished. Remember, we're in Finish Strong Friday. I have finished the race and I have kept the faith. What is Paul saying here? Is he bragging? No, I think he's just testifying. I've fought the good fight. I've finished the race. I've kept the faith. Here's the hidden revelation in that moment. Finishing well reveals more about who you've become than how you started. He didn't say he ran the perfect race. He said he finished with faith. He's giving us a lesson. This is like a text message from the ancients. Finish with faith. He finished with faith. That's what matters. That's important. That's how we've got to finish when we don't have gas in the tank. We've got to have some faith in that tank. And don't miss this part either. Paul's revelation didn't come before he acted. That's the other thing about this. It came while he was doing this, as he kept showing up. He had to endure shipwrecks, snake bites, rejection, prison, and the brother kept it moving if you read the scriptures. He's a lesson in resilience. He's a lesson in finishing strong. And that's a revelation. That's a revelation for all of us. Sometimes the most divine clarity doesn't show up until you're on the last mile. And if you're in that kind of journey right now, if you're on some kind of trek or journey where you're like Paul, you're dealing with the snake bites, the rejection, the grind, the grit, you're on mile 25, and there's still so much to go, you keep going. That's the message. Yeah. Finishing strong doesn't require more strength, my friend. It requires deeper clarity. When you know exactly why the finish matters, fatigue becomes background noise to you. Clarity powers your stamina. You know why you're in this. You know what you're about. And the closer you get to the finish, the louder the lies become. Oh my goodness, that's so true. The lies just become louder, the distractions, anything to get you to stop. Doubt always spikes before a breakthrough. Recognize it as a signal not to stop. Recognize that doubt as a signal and not a stop sign. The finish line is where identity gets forged, my friends. The finish line is where identity gets forged, not just results. You don't just earn a title, you become someone new at the finish line. Have you ever been through something and when you got through it and you got over that finish line, you were no longer the person that started this race? I don't know about you, but life can really give you things in this race that once you finish it and you cross the finish line, you know the revelation is in who you become when you refuse to quit. You see, that's why you have to have the discipline, because that's going to get you through too. Discipline reveals what desire hides. You can't want a goal, but finishing strong, it kind of shows you whether you really are aligned to that goal. Discipline is the bridge between intention and revelation. What you finish reveals what you truly value. You see, unfinished tasks create a lot of clutter in the mind. The finished tasks, the things that we're able to finish, that's what builds our confidence. And so that's why you have to go back into your life, take inventory. Where are you not finishing? Where are you not committing to close? Don't just aim to finish. Try to align, finish aligned, finish awake, and finish free. Because when you do, you don't just complete a task, you complete a cycle. And that gives you energy for the next climb. Super important that you take stock, take a breath, don't judge yourself. Just recognize, hey, there are a couple of things I need to finish here. And if you finish some things, I want to recognize you right now as a finisher. And I know you finished a lot of things and you deserve to get this recognition. Another thing is to remember what you have finished and use it to give you the motivation to keep finishing other things. This is Dr. Derek Sweet. You've been listening to The Sweet Spot. We've been dealing with hidden revelations. Join me tomorrow. Join me tomorrow for Self-Care Saturday, where we will talk about the radical revelation that rest is also a responsibility. Until then, my friends, finish it, feel it, and walk towards it like it's already done. I believe in you.